Welcome to the Get Real with King Arthur program, talk, or whatever it is. And we're going to talk again today, and we're going to pretend that we are at an inn with Lord Byron. And Lord Byron said that the new year was like changing horses at an inn. That's in the 19th century, of course. And we have enjoyed having you with us, and we've talked about retooling, as you do, like a pit stop in our day. And we talked about taking care of your body, taking care of your mind, taking care of your spirit, taking care of your conscience, if you please. And this will be our last program, I believe, on getting ready for the new year, the trip for the new year. And so I hope you've had a good meal, and Queen Victoria has served you well. She's smiling at me now and will greet you later. We're going to talk today about a logical thing as you head out for the new year. Where are you headed? The horses are ready. We've greased up the wheels with grace and glory. We've cleaned out the inside and gotten rid of the bumps on the outside, and we're ready to go. But where are we going? I believe that it's essential for your being to have goals. And if I'm a little bit unfocused, that's because the subject is a bit unfocused. Pardon me, boys. Anyway, I believe that you need to formulate some kind of goal. Now, I suppose we have more than one. I hope you have goals for helping your loved ones, the people you love, and helping the country and helping humanity. But let's get a little more specific. I think you need to plan to improve in some way. Now, I would suggest one way that you learn. Constantly learn. If you aren't going forward and learning, you're going backward. So I don't care what you're learning about. And of course, I trying to learn about literature, and I'm trying to learn about my faith. And that is a huge challenge. I mean, every year there are 50,000 new separate books published in the United States. And when you start studying literature, hills upon hills arise, as Alexander Pope said. And so they're so endless, and I know so little. I heard that when you say to someone, I know so little, that's a good sign. If you say, oh, I know a lot, it's a sign that you're stuck. And you don't know how many hills and mountains there are ahead of you. Now, maybe you would like to learn more about science. And I admire scientists who are so eager to learn. I have a colleague who studies salmonella, I think, and has been studying it for years, and he's so excited about it. Now, understand that pure science is separate from technology. And so I don't know what finding out about salmonella is, what the practical outcome is going to be, but the pure science just explores new ideas. Then the technicians apply that to probably medicines and whatnot, those two separate things. So you may want to learn more about baseball Or you may want to learn more about mechanics. Maybe you want to learn more about astronomy. I don't know. You need to be learning. If you're not learning, you are in danger, I think, of getting Alzheimer's. You've got to be learning, challenging your mind. They suggest that maybe you learn a new language or work with crossword puzzles. You've got to be learning. And what you learn, maybe you want to learn about Greenland or something, or geography, or whatever. There are thousands of subjects that you can have as a goal. And I think along with that, you should be working at improving yourself and some ability you have. I have a friend who's learning how to put watches together. Well, okay. He's learning to think through mechanics. And you need to have some goal. My brother said to me once, time goes so slowly. I had so much time, and I said, when I was teaching, I don't have enough time. And I was a teacher, as you know, and there's always, I wanted to know more about the subject I was teaching, and I wanted to know more about how to teach and how I could understand students, etc. So I don't know what goal you have. It's a little unfocused to me as I look in the future. But you can look and decide what kind of skill. I think you need to develop a skill, I really do. And a mental skill, and maybe a hand skill. I don't know what you do. But you need to get all excited about the journey ahead. Dr. Johnson, I often quote, the 18th century brilliant writer and thinker, said, the business of life is to escape from yourself. And so don't be always thinking about yourself. Get away, please. Get onto some subject, explore something. Get a new subject you're wrapped up in. By the way, Dr. Johnson and the man who eventually wrote his life, James Boswell, were sailing, they were traveling in a taxi boat down the Thames River in London. And there was a young man who was rowing the boat. And Johnson said, they were arguing about the subject of gaining knowledge. And Johnson said, it's just natural to want to learn. Well, Boswell wasn't sure. So Johnson said to the boy rowing, sir, what would you give to know about the Laplanders? Well, the boy said, I'd give what I have. Oh, Johnson was delighted. And so the constant quest to learn and to know about life and other people's lives is one challenge that you need to have. And maybe you need to do some digging around and exploring what you really love to do. I have two friends, Bob and Flo Wheeler, who's wonderful people, whose lifetime goal is not to know more about Jim Thorpe, whom Bob calls the world's greatest athlete, and to spread knowledge of him around. It was a wonderful story. They had, the Olympic Committee in, I think, 1901, had taken away his award, Olympic award, because in the summer he played a little baseball. And so, he was a career person. Well, that was ridiculous. And so they were trying to restore those medals to his memory. And they were in the Library of Congress. And they were looking at Olympic materials, and somebody said to Flo, "Look behind the shelf." And as she put her hand back there, and there were the rules. I think it was 1901, maybe, Olympic rules. It said once the award was given, it could not be rescinded or taken back. And so they were instrumental in restoring the medals to the memory of Jim Thorpe and to his ancestors. Well, it goes on from there. Bob wrote a book. I need to have him tell about his wonderful adventures in his life. Oh, what an inspiration they are. And they may be embarrassed I'm talking about them on YouTube. But there are people you may want to celebrate. You may want to know about your family history. Queen Victoria said I should know more about my family history. Just this morning she said it. Well. There's so much, and not only is there so much to learn, there's so many people who need help. Maybe you can find out how to help. What about those wonderful people who bring Meals on Wheels to me? Wow, I can't walk out. I can't walk out and go to a restaurant. They come up with a hot meal whenever I order 3 days a week. And they're always smiling and pleasant. What a benefit they are to me. But there are people that you can help around you and whatnot. So I don't know what passion you have. Perhaps I have a friend she loves baseball. I think she knows every statistic of every player, certainly with the Padres. And maybe she would like to increase baseball attendance or help attendance. I don't know about baseball, what she would maybe be excited about doing. In any case, I've said before, you cannot help others without having some of that help or light reflect on you as a person. I would talk about your goals, and maybe somebody will give you some clues, knowing you and what you might be really interested in. I'm kind of curious about stamp collectors. I almost started being one myself, but I didn't last very long, I'm afraid. So I want to be a writer. I am a writer. I'm mainly a teacher. But those of you who are interested in writing, do more in becoming a better writer, in having a purpose to your writing. You need, and I say, people say, well, you shouldn't be preachy in your writing. No, but you should share insight. That's what I think good writing is. You share some insight in life that you have with others, whether it be poetry or autobiography or novels or whatnot, not just to be a better, amusing people. I think even people who are amusing people can have a goal. And I see that Queen Victoria is here to give you a greeting, and I think I'd better get out of the throne here and have Queen Victoria say a word to you. And she will sit here if I can get out of here safely.
You're like a foot away, Art.
There's Queen Victoria. She's helping me out here. She's a big helper.
Keep
There she
going a
is.
little bit. Right there.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, Queen Victoria, the throne is yours.
I want to say Happy New Year and have a great trip.
Thank you, Queen Victoria. I wish the same to you.